Supposed to be the land of the free. I don't see how. Count me in. Oh, America.
You said they used to call you Jesus.
Oh, America. Yeah. America. America. Sweet land of liberty, y'all.
Don't forget about Johnny B now.
I had the sound of the match.
Yo. Welcome to the Channel Black Podcast. What better song to come in with than that old Trick Daddy, America. I think that'll pretty much give you a good example of what we're going to be talking about on this podcast. Now, we love Trick. We don't own the rights to this music. So Trick, please.
Don't sue us, bro.
Please don't sue us, bro.
We're just
trying to get some things happening.
trying to motivate our
All right.
people.
We love you. And maybe one day, once we get a little bit more popping, well, more popping, we gotta get popping first. Once we start doing some things, hopefully we'll be able to have you in our presence and we can have you in the podcast and talk some stuff that's going on in Miami and in our area and all over the country.
We gotta get Dr. Umar too.
All right, so welcome to the Channel Black Podcast. The one speaking right here, this your boy Irv. We got your boy Greene.
Greene in this time.
And Corey C.
All right, I ain't even have to introduce him. He hype. He ready to get started. He ready. This what, fourth or fifth take? We've been trying to get this thing going. Bear with us. We've been having some technical difficulties, but we definitely trying to get it out there. We ain't gonna prolong it. We're gonna definitely introduce these boys so we can jump right into this. So Corey C, I know you hyped to get into this. Talk to these people. Tell them who you are.
Corey C. You know me on Facebook, Instagram, my cousin Red. So I'm basically here to talk about the relationships, double standards, women rights, men rights, just period. Anything black news that the black news that the news don't record or whatever. We here to talk about it, bring light to it, and basically have our own news. We could be the news.
I like that. We gonna be the news. I like that. What about you, L Greene? Tell him who you are.
L Greene in this thing, man. Just here to uplift our people. We supporting, trying to bring forth the new Black Wall Street. So that's what it's about, uplifting our people.
I like that. And like I said, y'all know me. Well, you don't know me. You gonna know me. This your boy Irv. I'm here to empower myself, my community, my family, and the people around me, like these gentlemen right here at this round table. We're trying to improve the black community in all aspects of life, as much as we can, as much as we know how to. I mean, we still learning, so we definitely want to improve ourselves in the process, and hopefully we could open some eyes and some ears to make y'all think about some stuff that y'all may not have thought about. It's not all gonna be educational. I mean, we're gonna have some fun too. There's gonna be some laughs, some jokes. I mean, like I say, the way we broke this down is the Channel Black Podcast. So we talking about everything. So we got it looking like a television. So we might have the sports channel. We might have the health channel. We might have the relationship channel. So we're gonna try to cover every aspect of what's going on in the black community, and that encompasses everything. So what we're gonna jump right into right now. Hold up, my fault. Before we even jump into anything, I definitely want to share with y'all how to get in touch with us. We got our Twitter at channel_podcast. We got our Facebook, Channel Black. We got our IG, Instagram, the Channel Black Podcast. We got our email, the Channel Black Podcast at yahoo.com. And our YouTube, the Channel Black Podcast. One more time, real quick. Twitter at channel_podcast. Facebook, Channel Black. IG, the Channel Black Podcast. Email, the Channel Black Podcast at yahoo.com. And YouTube, the Channel Black Podcast.
Hit us up anytime. We love questions.
Our email is also the Channel Black Podcast at Gmail. So we can also be reached on there.
So yeah. We good. So let's jump right into this. Like I say, what we got first on the docket, or what's the first channel we about to jump into, is the sports channel. Right now, we got the NBA Finals. Talk to him, Greene.
So yesterday, Sunday, June 2nd, was a very big game in the NBA Finals game 2. Had Toronto Golden State. Toronto almost edged it out, man. They almost took a 2-0 series lead, but Golden State got the heart of champions. So to be the champ, gonna have to beat the champ. So Toronto really gonna have to bring that focus coming into Golden State. Cole, what you got? You got anything to say on this?
That was blasphemy. Man. Like I said, man, I'm going with the Golden State Warriors, not because I'm predicting them to win, but I don't want them to win.
So you telling everybody you picking the Golden
I'm
State?
predicting them to win, but
Okay.
I don't want them to win. Not saying that, hating or whatever, but I feel like they getting too comfortable. They got that, we here, we champions, whatever, we ain't got to work as hard.
That's that dynasty swag. They kind of
Right.
remind you of the
I like
Patriots.
that.
But keep in mind, they don't have KD, so it's not the same type of ball game. It's not the same type of system they got now. And I feel like you put, what's his name, the Claw? You put him on Steph.
Kawhi.
You put Kawhi on Steph. I think you can kind of control the ball game with KD being out. And I think,
I agree with that 100%. I also say in that KD factor that I think Golden State is showing him he was never really needed. It was a bitch
I don't know
move
about
anyway.
that.
hold
He
on.
could have stayed in OKC where he took him to Game 7 the year before he decided to join with him.
How many championships he won? With,
If he would have kept at it, they probably would have had one by now. You had the potential around you to beat them, and you left. And when he joined,
now
the dark side, might as well call him.
So what kind of loyalty do these owners have to these players?
Players have no loyalty. I'm sorry, owners have no loyalty to players.
Right. So,
and I don't think players should have any loyalty to owners.
right,
But wasn't he a free agent though? He left on his own.
He wanted to leave as a free agent. He was chasing
left
that
on his own.
championship. Look at
But
Charles
the
Barkley.
only point I'm trying to make is he didn't have to go there. He could have went to, if you're supposed to be now considered the second best player in the NBA, you shouldn't have been able to go to any other team and make them a contender.
Isn't the thing is to win and get the championship? Like, doesn't
Charles
matter
Barkley
who you
one
play
of the
with.
greatest small forwards, and he ain't got no championship, and they still hold it against him. So I say he get his championship, and I can go anywhere and get his numbers.
I fuck with Dame Lillard.
I feel you.
I feel you.
Where he at right now?
Portland.
No, where he at?
He's sitting on the
watching the
couch.
finals too,
Yeah,
right?
he's sitting
Oh,
on the
okay.
couch.
He watching the finals with us.
Might be. But the man, loyalty to that team and that community can't be questioned.
But if you don't get no championship, you in this to win the championship, right?
You're right.
Ain't that the whole? That's the point of the game, right?
I can't deny that. Yes,
So why not
the
go
reason you
somewhere
play the
with
game
the
is to play the
championship?
champ. Because that's a bitch ass move.
Whoa.
How?
That's a bitch ass move.
Okay,
So Cole, me and you playing basketball, street ball.
Right.
My team beats your team by 1 point.
Right.
One of my players walk away. Cole, I need you to come play with me. You gonna come play with me? Right there after I just beat you?
Yeah.
You gonna come play with me?
Yeah. Come on,
I'm
bro.
here to
That's
play
how we
games.
play though.
I'm here to play
No,
games.
because I'm not playing. I sit on the bench.
So you're not gonna play with it, really?
You just beat me.
Bro,
by
but
one.
you all right? Hold on. I guess I know a little different. Cause we go out there to hoop. We go out there just to hoop and have fun. So you gonna tell me you ain't gonna play with the dude that you just lost by one with lost by one against?
Because you just
You don't love the game.
Why love the game? I love the game so much. It's disrespectful to the game to go make all these damn power teams for what?
What you mean?
That's
I thought you trying to
You
win.
said if you
No.
beat my team, you never said who was the power team, but it don't matter. I'm still here to play basketball at the end of the day. So if you need one and somebody from my team left, I'm gonna play on your team.
I don't know.
And like I said, if Kate look at Derrick Rose, what loyalty at?
What Rose did?
He hurt his knee. They got rid of him.
How long was he hurt before they got rid of him, Cole?
What you mean? After the first year he got hurt. He sat out for the rest of the season.
How many seasons he sat out?
He sat out one. Then he came back. He had about 2 seasons.
Cole, he was out at least. He was out or hurt at least 4 straight seasons before they was like, okay, we can't do it no more.
What the loyalty at? This man bought Chicago Bulls back on the map.
He got him championship.
No, he ain't have no time
So
to.
you just said this, y'all.
This man was MVP of the league.
But did he bring him a championship?
He got him to the playoffs.
Did he bring him a championship?
No, he didn't. But he got him to the
So
playoffs.
you making the same point about going to state?
No, my point is the team owners ain't got no loyalty to you. They gonna get rid of your
None
ass.
at all.
just to
Right
show you
now,
not providing.
if Steph Curry wasn't shooting the way he shoot, you think he'll still be in Golden State? Steph Curry.
It's more than one way to score though. I think shooting threes got him popular.
So you feel like Steph Curry is a better point guard than most of the point guards in the league right now, just because he can shoot that three.
I mean, you can't say just because that's he shoot the three better than
That's all he does.
But
that's all he does.
He can dribble, he penetrate,
Dribble a
he
little
pass.
Penetrate. Why are you just this
What a
word
defense.
penetrate so much?
What a defense.
Hello. I'm gonna touch on.
No, don't touch on nothing. I'm just saying this penetrate.
Man, who always gotta say something like that, homophobic. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying the way you always say, like we be having conversations, like that's your favorite word.
Isn't that basketball term?
Isn't
that basketball term?
Penetrate the hole is a
penetrate the hole. Penetrate that hole.
Penetrate the hole. Wow.
It's more than one hole.
Wow, man.
More than one hole.
That's a basketball term. Sometimes you gotta force it in there.
Listen, I'm 5'5", so obviously I don't know much about basketball.
She'll like you a little better in the morning. Next topic, let's go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My fault.
Who you talk to?
My fault.
Sound like rape to me. No, you dark skinned dude.
Yo, tripping, man.
Let's go.
So basically, y'all don't even care who I.
We already know who
This
you
old
are.
ain't a middle ass guy.
With them lights,
I want everybody to have fun.
Nah, man. Listen.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did say you with the
I like Kawhi.
Okay.
I like Kawhi because I like his personality.
Okay.
I like his personality. I like that he's not trying to be anybody else other than himself. He's not trying to be flashy. He's not trying to get all these endorsements.
Oh, you gotta date him.
No, I'm just saying. I like. Listen, I ain't saying nothing about that. When you talking about penetrating, you just said here talking about penetrating somebody.
Kawhi, we taking it here.
I like, and the boy could ball. The boy could ball. The boy be balling, huh?
He can't do it by himself. And Pascal Siakam is really gonna have to step up in this series because I feel that Ibaka and Gasol might not be.
They got who? They got Marc Gasol, right?
Yeah,
Marc Gasol.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a problem too.
But I also like Golden State too.
They might not have the experience to.
Marc Gasol got some experience,
but he ain't been in the finals.
Yeah,
he done been in a couple playoffs.
He done grind out.
He ain't been in the finals.
Skilled too.
You gotta have one game in Golden State. If Toronto gets one game in Golden State, then it's still a series. But if they go get swept in Golden State, then I think it might be over in 5.
All right.
Golden State.
All right, so I'm gonna give y'all my prediction. I guess Corey got the Warriors, Greene got the Raptors, and I got the Golden State Raptors. All right, so
Toronto Warriors.
I got the Toronto Warriors. So another thing we got on the sports channel. I don't know if y'all seen this, but what's the guy name? Richie Incognito. You seen he just got signed, right? While Colin Kaepernick still just working out. He ain't with no team. He ain't practicing. He ain't getting looked at. How y'all feel about that?
Unfortunately, excuse me, what I'm about to say right now is if you wait for Colin Kaepernick to be back in the NFL, to even start watching the NFL again or supporting the NFL again, might as well leave it alone because he'll never be back in the league. He's already won the collusion case. He's already been paid for the collusion case. And he's already been blackballed by the NFL for the last 2 seasons. So
it's only been 2 seasons?
Since 2017, right? That's when the kneeling started.
Yeah.
But you got to touch on why. Like, why would they ban a player for not kneeling? I mean, not standing for the what it was.
Well, I think they didn't want to hear his reason. They made up their own reason for why he was kneeling.
The man
they felt that it was disrespectful when he telling them why he was kneeling the whole time.
And the fact that they try to make other players, they use him as an example to say, you know what, since you want to do that, we're gonna miss money. So you got other guys who need that check, who need, who depend on that NFL check. So you make an example out of this one guy. Nobody else want to do that.
Still got players still doing it because I know. I mean, obviously, I haven't watched the NFL in the last few years, but from what I've heard is guys with the Dolphins. They still been
Kenny Stills.
And
a couple other dudes who still doing it.
They still doing it religiously.
You still have teams and players peppered in here and there that's still doing it.
All they famous though. All they is famous.
They're famous enough in the NFL.
Who their name is?
He just said Kenny Stills.
Ken, because you watch football, but the people. I think Colin Kaepernick was kind of a household name, so they took in consideration his following. He might got.
Was it a household name before this though?
Yeah, he was a household name.
I mean, only because he was a good player though.
No, because the women liked him because they liked the way he looked, and he kind of got popular on that too.
Because he was good though. He did a little Superman joint when he went into the end zone.
I think he had a bigger following.
He just the kiss the. Yeah, he's the flex. I'm sorry, I said Superman. My fault. I meant he used to kiss the.
Kiss the muscle.
Come now. There you go. Why you looking at me like that? Why you like the way you looking at me? Why you like the way you looking at me?
You looking at me smiling and shit.
Next topic.
Nah,
Richie
we ain't finished. We ain't
Richie
finished with
Incognito
that.
being in the league and Kaepernick still not in the league. It's a crime. It's a crime.
But
And that's exactly what they're doing. They're making niggas not.
He just got a check from Nike. Not a check. Well, he got a check, but he got an endorsement from Nike. But
he always had the endorsement.
Yeah, but they put him on a commercial or something, right?
Yeah, but he always had the endorsement.
Nike don't have his.
Nike did that to make money.
Right, that was a money deal. That was a money
Nike
deal.
did that because they know as soon as they saw a black Colin Kaepernick on a Nike campaign saying anything,
well, their stock went up.
Sales are gonna
their stock went up.
And they know you're still gonna wear Nike. Nike is everything.
Well, I mean, some people burned up their stuff.
That's
White people burned up their stuff. No, one dude, he owned the Nike. I don't know. He owned something. He said he'll never sell Nike out of the store. He went out of business.
To me, that's a form of racism.
That's what I'm saying.
You burn the store. You burn the store because a guy didn't want to stand.
Not burn their shoes.
Burn his shoes because a guy didn't want to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance or whatever that shit was.
That contradicts itself. Something that contradicts itself anyway.
Yeah.
Something that if they actually played a full song, you would
hear
hear
how. For it, though? What's your reason for it?
What you mean?
I'm not saying he didn't. I can see if he was going around killing white people or something like that or whatever.
Well, come on.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. For you to not like this man,
they hate us.
But that's my point. He hate, but he didn't do anything.
He hate us that much. They hate us that much that.
My bad.
It's like you gotta go along to get along. Almost keep your head down. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's exactly. And that's what they want from you. They want that Jim Crow shit, but there ain't no more of that, though, bro.
No, sir. No, sir.
Ain't no more of that. It'll never be like that again.
The revolution is coming, though.
And it will be televised. Because I'm going to be sitting there with the camera. Bitch.
Get your guns for the I got mine. I got my bulletproof vest.
So,
I got all my stuff.
Then you tell me what's the other dude that got picked up with Chad Kelly?
Chad Kelly, also Denver ex-quarterback of the Denver Broncos, was recently signed by a team. I can't remember who the team is.
It don't even matter right now. It don't even matter.
But the fact that he's in the NFL after being arrested for sitting on a woman's couch butt naked in her home as a stranger, somebody she doesn't know.
It was hot.
But he still has an NFL job.
All the houses probably look the same. All the houses probably look the same.
Bro, you sound like the little white lady in Texas.
The black man.
Come on, bro.
White police officer.
All the houses probably look the same.
Who thought she was at her apartment when she found the black man.
Sometimes that happens, man. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy right now.
But Chad Kelly's working, and Richie Incognito's working, and Colin Kaepernick is still in the unemployment line with us, and I don't.
Whoa. We not in unemployment.
I got jobs.
Yeah, we work.
Yeah, we all working.
What I'm saying is, he's in the unemployment line with a bunch of other Americans when it's not even necessary. He should be somewhere on somebody's sideline.
I agree. Definitely agree. He's definitely skilled enough to be on a team.
Any team, start for any team, yeah.
So
I can count at least how many teams in the NFL? 32, and I can count at least 16 with quarterbacks that he's better than. So yeah, he should definitely be somewhere on somebody's sideline.
All right, so we touched on that. We're gonna go on to another channel right now. We're gonna go into the relationship channel. I know that's what Corey been waiting for. He said he got a couple people that's been hitting us up on our Facebook page. And I definitely heard that they got some pretty good questions I want to hear about. What they got?
Yeah, one girl asked me,
you want to shout out or you don't want to shout out?
I don't know if she wanted to be shouted out, but I'll just say, T Will. She asked me, do guys talk about their relationship with their friends? If not, why not? Like, why don't guys talk about their relationship? And I think the first initial answer is they protect their pride. They don't want to show their guys their vulnerabilities, and, because guys are hard on one another. And to be honest, if you trying to impress your friends opposed to your girl who really has your best interest in mind, then you got to rethink. I mean, you're part of the problem. So if you have problems in your relationship, it's because you won't open up, because you're trying to be this macho man or whatever.
I agree with that to an extent, but I also disagree. I think that your relationship should be kept between the person that you're in a relationship with. So you running outside to talk to whoever, be it you the man or her, the female, going to talk to your friends or her friends to figure out what's going on in your relationship. How?
To an extent, though, I think you're talking one person, though. You know,
I mean, I
ain't saying
think
tell everybody.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I think everybody should have like one person that they can go, one consultant that they can go to and talk to about anything or whatever.
Unbiased to your situation, right? You can talk you through it.
Exactly.
Right.
Well, hold on. I think like what you just said though. Y'all say one person. I think now, mind you, this is my opinion. I'm not saying this is gospel, but most women have multiple friends that they talk to. Don't like they have these
problem with their relationship.
These various opinions. Yeah, these various opinions. And then when you come to this man with these various opinions, this man is like, that's not how I feel. Yeah, that's not what I want. Like I'm telling you what I want, but these, you know what I'm saying? So with guys, we don't do that.
I'm sorry.
No, you good. With guys, we don't do that.
No woman could ever tell a man how to be a man, just like a man couldn't tell a woman how to be a woman. So your friend's opinions on what's going on in your relationship, because that's what she did, or that's how she acted towards her significant other, it might not work with yours. Everybody's different.
I feel like if your friend's going through the same thing that you're going through, then maybe her opinion could be more valid. But if your friend is known to leave a dude after one argument, you know what I'm saying? Like one argument, I'm going. Why would you
after one argument?
Yeah, like some girls do that after an argument. They break it up what they do it every other day.
Could be a red flag,
they get back together. Like you know how some people they
could be a red flag though.
Right. So why would you go to that same girlfriend and ask her for advice with your dude? Because she gonna say, "Girl, leave him." Oh, I wouldn't deal with that. I wouldn't do that. So you're not really getting a right answer. You're getting a leave and.
I don't think you should give anyone advice that in that manner unless you're ready to take on the responsibilities of that other person. So if you come to your friend to leave her man or leave this person, and that's the decision she make, and not her bills hitting her upside the head, I hope you ready to help her with these bills.
Well, that sounds like you with somebody to pay the rent.
I mean, not necessarily.
Some couples only.
I mean, you do have situationships. You do have those where motherfuckers can't afford to break up. Can't afford to break up. But that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is to income tax.
We got to fix that too. That Black Christmas, man. Yeah, man. We definitely got to work on that. We ain't gonna touch on it now, but that's something we got to talk about.
Invest your money, man.
But go ahead. My fault.
If we invest more of our money into each other, as much as our money into each other as we investing in these churches and other nonsense, Black Wall Street will probably already be thriving.
Go ahead. So that was a good question from, what do you say, T Wills? We'll call it T Wills. Any other questions that came through, Corey?
Yes. Another question was, I think she asked me two. Can you post your do you have to post your significant other to show that you I know to show that you love them or something like that? And I think that's maybe something more so girls, that only girls really worry about. Guys don't really worry about that. But for the most part, most guys, I hate to say it, but most guys do have an objective to not post pictures because they don't want the girls.
Whoa. You said most?
I say most guys.
That's not accurate.
I said most guys.
Most guys that you know,
most
maybe.
Young guys.
Yeah, there you go. That's
I'm
better.
I'm in a different age bracket.
And I think that's a millennial thing, man. If you don't post a picture, are you not in a relationship? That's my question.
Well, that's what I think. That's every girl thinks different. Most girls need validation. To them, like you can't really say like to this girl, her like you posting a picture validates that you care about her, that you want the world to know. To some girls, it don't matter. But if you talk to a girl that matters to her, and if you really mess with her on that level, then I would say post a picture, show her that you validate, that you understand what she's
coming from. Hold on, what does posting a picture do? If you taking care of her and y'all are happily in y'all relationship, posting the picture shouldn't be the be all end all for that relationship.
I'm sorry, it's posting the picture the new I'm in a relationship on Facebook
status. Yeah.
So you don't need a wedding ring or engagement ring or a promise ring or be committed as long as hold on, you don't even gotta be committed as long as I post a picture.
So motherfucker don't even gotta get married no more.
To be honest, I think that's a simple-minded girl though. To be honest, not to offend anybody.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, but if you want to talk about rings, why does a ring? Why you have to give a girl a ring?
That's a religious thing.
It ain't religious. It ain't religious.
Sometimes that's how a lot of people look at it though. That's a religious.
You know why they made diamond rings?
Why? Tell me. I want to
value of diamonds. Why do you think diamonds are so expensive now? Because they marketed to women. I don't know how many years ago that this diamond ring validates that this man cares for you. So why do you think diamonds are Like
girls' best
diamonds are girls' best. They marketed that. Now diamonds are skyrocketing now.
That's a smart play.
You got to think about prior to this diamond ring or this ring being put on your finger, it was still people that was married and together for their whole lives with no rings or no, but they were there. They loved each other.
Right.
So what I'm saying basically is putting on a ring ain't gonna stop anybody from doing what they want to do.
Exactly. I mean, honestly,
putting a picture up on Facebook ain't gonna stop nobody from doing what they want to do. So all you can honestly do is trust your significant other to make the right decisions, and hopefully you're doing the same. The biggest communication and trust.
All right, so
the biggest
I'm not to cut you off, but this one kind of hit me a little different. Is it okay for your girl to wear some tight, revealing stuff to work, or just period when you're not around? I'm gonna ask y'all this now. Let's say she wearing like some tights that show the crevices and everything, and then a crop top shirt. You know what I'm saying, to work, and then clearly saying that these guys are always trying to talk to me, or I look
all the way off script, didn't he?
At the end of the day, though. That's exactly what I was just talking about. Trust and communication.
You went all the way off script.
If that's your girl, you gotta trust her. You gotta trust her, bro. To wear what she wants to wear, you gotta trust her to be a woman. A woman, you can't tell a woman what to do, bro. If you try to control her, that's gonna be a problem.
Imagine if it came back to you, bro. She telling you, "Don't wear this, don't wear that." Let her do you.
Like,
but that's who she is. Let her do what makes her feel.
Gonna tell you about the guys who they don't like that flirt with them. They ain't gonna tell you about the ones they think cute.
They tell you that to keep you on your.
You're right, and that's what it is. They want to spark jealousy, like, niggas want me.
But they want you to. They want to spark jealousy because they want to feel wanted at all times.
Yeah, but let me spark jealousy. It's a goddamn problem. You know what I'm saying?
What I got to do?
This go back to the Aisha Curry situation. When you think about it,
true.
She was saying that she doesn't get looked at as much or whatever the case may be.
A certain way.
Exactly.
So you think because somebody dressed a certain way, they looking for the attention?
Hell yeah.
What if they just comfortable wearing what they're wearing?
What?
I'm asking because I feel a lot of women wear this stuff because they comfortable
wearing
what they wear.
Small, skinny shit to bed. They wear these big ass pajamas and this big ass shirt, and that's what they comfortable in.
But if that's what they want to do, but bro, if that's what they want to do,
no, they want to do that shit for male attention.
I disagree.
I mean, if girls who have a good body, they want to show off their body, but you're showing it off because you're looking for attention.
Bro, I hear what you're saying. I disagree. If a woman wears what she wants to wear that makes her feel comfortable, if it's tight or it's provocative, that's you feel it's provocative. She might not look. I might not look at it as provocative. Greene might look at it and be like, "What's wrong with it? It's not provocative at all." But just it's perspective, how you look at it.
I understand where you're coming from, though.
Yeah, that's good.
I understand where you're coming from, though.
Come on, especially when you wear certain things, right? When you go out, you're looking good. You know, like, I'm finna kill these hoes. They know they finna look at it. Girls have the same interests in mind, but at the same time, guys are a little different. Guys have this objective to
in your opinion. Hold on. You can't don't generalize men. Don't generalize men or women, or just that's how you feel. Because you generalizing everybody.
We are man first.
Well, I'm saying, but don't generalize. Everybody don't look like. Everybody don't think like you though.
What's your first thought? I'm gonna hit that from the back.
No,
I don't give
that's horrible.
Bullshit.
That's horrible. No. No, man. I definitely don't think.
Like every man vision like them.
How you gonna say every man?
Like every man.
How you gonna say every man? Some men, no
thinks,
man.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say every man thinks that way.
I disagree.
Every man say, damn, I want to squeeze that ass. Like every man thinks that way. And women
hold on, you may. I disagree. Every man don't think like that, man. Because you saying every man, so you have to be part of that every man part. But I disagree.
I am okay to a certain extent. You look at it, you're like you daydream.
All right, but that's you though. Right? All right, just because you feel that way, just because you feel like that.
Say it to the mic. Go line green.
Well, hold on. Just because you feel that way, every man don't think like that.
Over here.
Kanye West said it best. If she got that ass, I got the look. I'm sorry.
I'm saying though, but. Just because that's how you feel, that don't mean everybody's like that. And again, hold on. You trying to tell a woman how she feel about what she got on. If that's what makes her feel comfortable, let her be comfortable.
I agree with that. But if he were to put on something that she didn't want him to wear and go outside like that and come back without her knowing,
right,
it'll be an argument.
Like, damn, why you gotta wear that? Why you gotta be showing
what could he put on?
It'll be an
What could he have on that she'd be like, don't wear?
I mean, you wear something that can show off your meat print.
Why would you want? So hold on. You want another dude to walk around and look at your meat print?
No.
All right, hold on. Other women see that.
About women.
Hold on. But I just said other women see her with what she got on. It's not a problem.
We not worried about women. We talking about men.
But I'm just saying, would you be okay if another man looking at your meat print?
But why?
Hold on, no. Just answer the question.
Just answer the question. About a girl looking at her,
just answer the question though.
I don't dress for men.
So women sometimes do dress for women and dress for themselves.
I dress.
All women don't dress for men.
I have a reputation that I like to keep up.
I like how you're just gonna go over what I just said though.
I'm not going over anything, but you went from if I wear something, why a man gotta be looking at my meat? I can't help what a man's eyes gonna go.
So
there's something wrong with that man looking at my meat.
But just like the same what you just said,
what?
You can't control where a man's eyes go on that woman either.
So okay.
So what if they look? They look. What's the problem?
It's not about looking, but at a certain.
What's the problem?
This is what I'm saying. At a certain point, by a certain time, let's go into specifics. You know what your man like and don't like. You know if your man don't like you wearing certain things. Like to me, certain things are too much for
vice versa too, though,
and vice versa. Now, but we're not talking about one particular person. Every relationship has their boundaries, whether you agree with them or you agree with them. Every relationship has their boundaries that you gotta respect, at least from the other person. I don't give a damn if it's them. You don't like.
Yeah, but vice versa too. It goes vice versa. If you met this person, that's how they dress. You can't be like you need to change because we're together now.
No, I never had those problems. And then, but you got to go off of the conversations. Sometimes
all right, listen.
People know half of the picture.
I know. That's why I'm trying to refrain a little bit right now.
You only know what you see when you step outside these doors. You don't know what goes on behind closed doors. And that's what I'm saying. So anybody have an opinion about somebody's situation, you dead ass wrong because you only know how. It's three sides to a story. It's his story. It's her story. And it's the truth.
Everybody got a perspective.
Right. That's what I say. It's three sides to every story.
Everybody has a perspective.
His truth, her truth,
and the like I say, truth. You feel how you feel about that situation.
Right.
I disagree. And it's cool. It's not a problem. I mean,
everybody got to agree with me.
All right. Listen, what else we got on the thing here? You got any more relationship channel stuff before we move on? I mean, I want to take away your shine.
Let me just leave a little message. The best advice to take from anybody is no advice at all. Because
what?
The best relationship advice to take from anybody is no relationship advice at all because nobody can tell you about your relationship.
I agree.
Nobody can tell you what to do, what not to do. That's between you and your mate.
I agree with that. At the end of the day, you can listen.
Right.
You can entertain it.
Right.
But if you're gonna take anything, take bits and pieces. But
right.
Like you said, don't take anything at all.
Well, I got a question with that. If you approach somebody and ask them for their advice, do you have to listen to their advice? I mean, not saying you have to, but do you take their advice in consideration, or you just be like, "Nah, I don't really want to take that," but you approach them?
I think it's sometimes you need a different opinion because in the state that you're in, you might not be in a thinking state. You might just be in a fuck this, I'm done, whatever. So if somebody give you an advice, it might not be what you want to hear at the time. So like, let's say you love your person who you with, and they say, I think you should leave him because the way you guys are arguing and stuff like that is not good.
That's crazy.
Mind you, that could be some good advice that you really need to leave that person, but you love that person so much you blind to it. So you like, nah, I want to.
But again, why would you ask the question?
Hear.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why would you ask the question?
Some people just want validation saying stick it out.
I agree.
They want you to say stick it out.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? They want you to be like, nah, your guy said, if you say leave him, man, go. So you didn't call me for advice. You called me to say, girl, stay with him, or dude, stay with him. Right. You just called the vet. Sometimes people just want you to listen. They don't want you to say
that's all. They got to get it off their chest so they can go ahead and deal with the bullshit.
Get off their chest, argue, say what they did, whatever. They want somebody to say that, you're right. And then once they cool down, I'm going to say within maybe the next day, they back talking, they back cool again because they had a conversation about it.
Mm-hmm. All right. I got you. You say you had one more for me?
Oh, yeah. So you ever been in a situation where you the homeboy, and I've been in many situations like that, and I've heard it. And I see it so much where somebody can be, somebody playing ball or whatever, but his girl, whatever, and they get caught in a situation or whatever, and the girl get more mad at you than her actual boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? So, and I feel like
you need just to elaborate a little
Yeah, what I'm saying is like he get caught doing some dirt, whatever.
Okay.
And being that she feel like you know her.
Oh, got you. I got you.
You know what I'm saying? This is like high school shit though.
I'm
You know,
on
because most of the time when you're in high school, everybody goes to school together.
On that, he said, she said.
Yeah. So I'm mostly talking about like the younger generation.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So, when shit like this happen,
Go ahead, I'm listening, bro.
shit like this happen, the girl get more mad at you. They get more mad at you than at your boyfriend because I feel like they don't want to lead. It's like they're taking out the anger from you and they put it, you know.
Or maybe it's not even that though. Maybe it could also be that she saw you in a different light, and for you to know that something was going on and like kind of allow it or not say nothing to him or not say nothing to her, maybe it hurt her feelings.
Now let's say you do say something. Say, you know what? You go to the girl and say,
how do you say something? Though?
Exactly my point. Exactly my point. How can you say something without being a slime ball to both parties?
No, I don't know about slime ball, but you should, like you said earlier, should you let people's relationship be their relationship? Are you? Because now I just feel like you jumping into that relationship by commenting.
You don't say nothing. But when you don't say nothing, it's like damn if you do. That's the situation where it's like damn if you do, damn if you don't. Because the girl looking at you like, oh well, you knew this and that. It was like, well, I'm sorry, but that's not my place to say that because I'm loyal to him first. I knew him.
Well, but if you tell her that, if she can't respect that, maybe you should be.
Now let's say you tell her that it's going on. First thing she gonna do is say your friend. She gonna bring it up. How you know? Oh, Johnny B.
Johnny B. told me exactly.
Damn, Johnny B. told you. Now the relationship with Johnny B. and the friend is over. Exactly. It's over. Exactly. And if the relationship with two friends are over, the relationship with him and the girl is over because your girl not gonna talk to somebody that you're not talking to. So. You know what I'm saying?
You never know, though.
What you mean?
You never know.
I mean, that's some crazy shit.
It's 2019,
that's
man.
Some crazy shit. But I'm saying that's more so like younger generation type stuff because it happens so much where the girl come around with friends and she build a relationship, but she got to keep in mind that those are not your friends. Your friends with extension, like your friends as long as y'all together.
I mean, after a while, I believe if y'all hang out together, and especially like the female friends. If it's like say you got a girlfriend and she got friends, they gonna congregate a lot more than you would, and they all right, we doing a girls' night. Oh, let's call so and so. She hung out with us before, so they might have a different kind of relationship than you would expect.
Okay, so answer the question: if you're a friend, did you tell the girl that your guy's cheating?
Hold on, the phone breaking up. I can't hear you.
Hypothetically speaking, I know a lot of girls want to know this, so that's what a guy thinks because this happens so much. So
does it happen a lot? I've never heard of this before.
Like I said, my generation's a little different.
Your generation messy
for real,
and they like mess and they like.
I don't know. I'm gonna say some. I don't want to generalize.
I ain't gonna say everybody, but like the love and the hip hop is in
it's televised. Like everything is televised.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all didn't have cameras and all kind of shit like we do now.
But I seem like that's what's in right now. If you don't do stuff on TV, then it didn't happen. But that ain't people doing stuff that's not on TV.
Y'all doing the same thing back in y'all heyday when y'all was 19, 18, 17, 16, high school type shit, right?
I mean, it wasn't on TV.
I'm talking about y'all seeing it happening.
D'Angelo Russell ass, run tell that ass niggas though, man. Whatever we saw.
Oh wow, I remember that. Yeah.
Whatever we saw, we kept to ourselves.
Pretty much.
It's a guy code, bro. It's a guy code point blank, and it's a double standard, and I understand it, and I don't really hate it. I feel bad for y'all sometimes. But
how many girls have done that? They know you know her girl cheating, but they ain't gonna tell her on their girlfriend, so girls can get mad. That's my point. That's all I'm saying. Like
go both ways.
Exactly. They're not gonna
if your girl, your city girl, your rider is with you, and you handling your business, and your man at home, I'm quite sure when y'all get there, she ain't finna say whatever the situation, whatever happened when y'all was out in the body.
They gotta be city girls.
I mean, my fault.
I mean, they can't be city girls. I don't know.
What are city girls then?
Big Birkin bag.
5-6 feet.
But no,
go ahead. You want to do the whole song? I know you want to do the whole song. I know you want to say the whole song.
How rowdy it is right now. How rowdy. It's because of the access that we have to everything instantly. And it's instantly, bro. And like it's no decisions being made, no thoughts being put into anything anymore. It's just reaction to everything.
I
Okay,
agree.
take
I
that.
agree with that because I think a lot of times you don't get the whole story. You get a piece of, you hear a headline, and you think that's what happened.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
I
then they
agree.
come back with like a couple hours later with the rest of the story, and the headline make no sense anymore because the rest of the story's been filled in. So I think what I'm basically saying is stop jumping to damn conclusions.
I
Get
agree.
all of the information before you
But,
act irrationally or whatever the case.
but if you're looking for a question, you gotta be willing to accept the answer. So
Why you have
of
to
them,
accept the answer though?
because you're looking for your guy cheating, you gotta be if you
But hold on, how you know you looking for it though?
if you every girl's looking for that guy
I
cheating, but
don't
they
know. Why
not
you
ready.
just
They
why
not
you
ready to find
generalize
out.
everybody though?
If you looking through your girl phone or you look through your guy phone and if you're looking for something, be prepared to leave him. If you're gonna bring it to his attention, I'm sorry. If you're gonna bring it to his attention,
be
be
prepared
prepared to leave.
Be prepared.
If not, why you still there?
For you to leave or him to leave. Exactly.
Right. So why you even bothered if you're not gonna leave?
Because you wanted to argue and fight. It probably felt pretty good.
Everybody have that itch in the back of the head just to know. Like we all want.
I know. No, not everybody. I don't want to know.
If you're playing me, keep it on the low.
First of all, you too black to be singing that song. Too black to be singing that song. You gotta sing more of a thug song.
Hey, Carl Thomas.
Thug song.
You got the thug look.
Could it be that I'm lost, getting soft, or just falling in love?
Just don't sing no more. But,
falling in love, oh no.
See, I had to sit and listen to Will Smith sing. I know I can sing. If I had to listen to Will Smith sing, Aladdin, I never thought I'd see Will Smith singing. What the hell?
He was a rapper. What you mean?
Yeah, it's different. Rapping and singing is two different things.
Yeah, but he was an artist before. But he was an artist before anything.
I ain't mad at Will though, boy.
Gotta get that money. Yeah, get that money.
You see what you did? You categorize him. Like you put him in one box and say, "Oh, I don't want to see you do this." Everybody got vocals, man.
I didn't necessarily categorize. He categorized himself because that's all the hell he been doing his whole career. Then all of a sudden he just started saying,
"Oh, bro!" When he did the song Miami, he kind of like it was rapping, but he kind of sang. He harmonized that.
You know what I'm saying?
He did. I mean, boy, what about Nelly? Nelly was singing 3,000. We ain't say nothing about 3,000 when he was singing.
3,000 was the man though. 3,000 music was good.
I'm saying he was singing too though.
He had his voice.
He was a love hater, but what he was singing about was hilarious.
Who that?
3,000.
I mean, he artists though. All these are artists. I'm saying,
his songs was the shit.
But I'm saying with Will Smith, he probably was doing it for the movie. I mean, I don't think that was him being creative, being like, I want to be creative.
Aladdin. Of course, he was doing it for the movie. It's a Disney movie, motherfucker. You gotta sing. But all I'm saying is, I just didn't expect it in my lifetime to see Will Smith singing.
No, I got you.
In that manner.
I got you. No, I got you.
It was that bad?
In that manner.
You just can't see him like down.
It was just it was just odd.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't. It actually
weird.
wasn't.
It's just weird seeing
odd,
him
exactly.
Like
it wasn't too bad. It was just odd.
I got you. All right. So you good on the relationship channel?
Change the channel.
Yeah, we about to change the channel. Well, I mean, like I said, this the first one we putting out. So, we going. I think we all over the place right now. We touching a little bit of everything for a couple of channels, and I think this would be a good segue here to kind of. I think each episode will kind of introduce each other a little bit more, and I guess we'll hop into the health channel real quick. I know y'all heard about the beef recall that happened. Was that Memorial Day?
I just had a burger.
Damn, bro. I mean, I know that was kind of for me. I mean, I wasn't surprised, but I think Greene, then you tell me you have some kind of app that you get every day that shows
a consumer report. It's an email actually, not an app, but I get a consumer report email that pretty much breaks down everything that's going wrong in this country that they not showing us on a daily basis or a weekly basis or whatever the case may be.
But let me ask you something. If a cow all they eat is grass and plants and stuff like that, how can something be wrong with their bodies if they have a really good diet? Like, because we don't get our protein from the cow, we get our protein from what they eat, which is why people think you get your protein from meat and stuff like that. You really don't. You get it from the stuff that they eat, which is the plants,
corn fed, whatever.
Right. You get your protein from plants, and the misconception is you got to eat meat to get protein. So my point is, what was it a few years back, the mad cow disease?
Yeah.
And it was feeding cows to other cows.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't think cows are a problem.
That's funny you say that. Cause that happened when I was in high school.
Oh,
and that's what made me
cannibal.
go vegetarian. 'Cause I was scared to eat meat back then.
Well, I was saying, what was wrong?
Yeah,
It wasn't the cows. It was just that what they was feeding the cows, right?
yeah.
So you don't think it's what they feeding the cows now, trying to make them big faster?
Well, they trying to. I mean, it's a money play.
So
It's definitely a money play. They trying to get this stuff in and out as quick as possible, so they can get it to the tables of people that want to eat this stuff. They're not concerned about the health of the people. They concerned about making sure that their wallets is fatter. They lines. They budget gets bigger, and that's it.
Well, it seems like they want to kill you, but not as fast.
I don't know if they really trying to kill you.
What?
I don't know if their intentions is to kill you, but I know their intentions is to make more money.
Okay,
It's all about the money.
Is it just me or we have more?
And if they kill you in the process, oh well.
I think it's all population control.
I mean, it's a byproduct. It's a byproduct.
Definitely population control.
Right. But I'm saying
it's been population control since the control of population.
But is it just me, or is it like it's more obese people nowadays?
Well, this all the stuff they putting in this food.
Right, but when you're obese, what happens?
You sit on the couch and eat.
No, you die.
Everybody gonna die though.
You die. You're not going out.
You might die sooner, but everybody gonna die. So you can't be scared to die.
Yeah, but when you're big, all you think about is your next meal. I mean, I could be overthinking.
I don't know if that's. I would say because it costs how much it costs too.
Yeah, you be thinking about the money.
It costs. Yeah, you be thinking about how much that stuff costs. I mean, because you be clowning me all the time because you know I'm a vegan. You be like, bro, this stuff costs too much. I can get this for this amount. I'm like, well, yeah, you might pay. You might not pay for it now, but you'll pay for it later. So I mean, it is what it is. And since you said, I guess I give a little quick introduction to myself real quick. Like I say, this your boy Irv talking, aka the Fat Vegan. So whenever we do let the visuals out, y'all be like, wait a minute, this boy ain't no vegan. Yeah, I've been a vegan going on 2 years. And I'll explain to y'all why I'm a vegan. I think we all watched the movie or documentary, What the Health. And I don't have it anymore. I had high blood pressure. And I was taking 6 pills for high blood pressure. And in that documentary, I think a couple of people, they was taking medication, and after going to that plant-based diet, their body didn't require that medication. So I said, you know what? What can I lose by trying that for a little while? And within 11 months, I went from 6 pills to 2 pills, and within 6 months after that, I'm off all pills. So people can say what they want about veganism or plant-based diets. For me, I know it works for me.
It might not be for everybody, but
I can't say it's for everybody because I can't say it's easy. It's not an easy feat, but I definitely enjoy it. And anybody that got any questions or anything they want to say about that, I'm open to it. I'm never trying to make anybody do it. I just telling people why I do it. All right, so what you got, Corey?
about to change the channel.
About to change the channel? What we got?
Yeah.
So right now we're in Black News.
Yeah, it's
The
called
Black News channel.
Here.
Black News
Basically,
channel.
Black News is anything black that the news don't cover because they don't want to, show everything that's concerning black people or to bring awareness to certain things. But I came across a leaked Chicago police video showing a 24-year-old woman being fatally shot while carrying her baby.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's the fact that this goes beyond them trying to exterminate black men. So it's like they're basically just trying to exterminate black people, period. Because we are the minority. They're minority now.
Damn it, boy, you just said it myself.
Yeah, they're minority now, so they're just trying to exterminate black people.
Been that way for a long ass time because a lot of people don't agree with me or understand my logic. But if there were hundreds of slaves on farms and they were only 1 or 2 slave masters, aren't you already outnumbered? Aren't you already
It was like 1 or 2 slave masters and maybe like 4 overseers.
Okay, but you still got hundreds of slaves.
True.
I'm gonna lose 50 or 60 slaves. I'm finna wipe this shit out.
Now you gotta take it. How many slaves you say it was?
Say like per farm, probably 100 to 150.
I don't know if that's traditional. I don't think they had that.
Some
many.
of them had like
some,
20.
Yeah, everybody had 100.
The big plantation.
The big plantation, okay.
But at the same time, the big plantation.
On any plantation, you was still outnumbered by the slaves.
Yeah, but you'll see the number of children and women as well who's probably not going to fight. Some of the men were not going to fight because they know the outcome. They know if we don't win, we're going to get skinned alive. We're going to get hung. We're going to get raped in front of our children and kids. They call it buck breaking. They used to do that as well. But I mean, that's like now. People, we can do something about it now, but we know everybody's not going to fight.
That's the thing, man.
Where's
We
our
can't. It
unity?
seems like we can't unite. Yeah,
Where's
we
our
saying that we don't
unity?
unite. Like the
Why can't
Puerto
we?
Ricans.
We can unite over dumb
Mexican-
shit, though.
Definitely. Well, I don't know.
We unite over dumb
We
shit.
unite
We
over
unite
good
for
stuff too,
party.
though. We unite over good stuff, but then it's like
What,
we
funerals?
unite. No. We unite
Wait.
when stuff happen, but then after it happened, it
Same
fizzle out.
thing.
But why
Yeah,
don't we
fizzle out.
unite? Why don't the people with voices and a little bit of money come forward?
Come forward and do
Because
what?
they-
They're living too good.
Because then you'll be Colin Kaepernick.
Right, you're gonna get blackballed. You're not gonna be able to have your Mercedes Benz, which is the 6-bedroom
Because
house.
then you'll be Colin Kaepernick.
Right. So,
So it took a Kaepernick to step forward like that when it was Michael Jordan was there.
But
Why
you-
he never stepped forward?
but you don't think that was strategy?
Hold on. I want to switch it up on you. Why Mercedes Benz? Is there? Where's a black-owned car company?
It ain't about black owned.
I understand, but do we have one?
No.
But we gotta manufacture parts. We have to manufacture like
I'm
we
saying,
do.
but why don't we have like how you said that? So it just came out your mouth.
Mhm.
That's something that people would aspire to have a Mercedes Benz. Why don't we aspire to have a black-owned car company that we all could unite around and support? Like how Tesla just came out of nowhere. Everybody
out of
wanted
nowhere.
Tesla. Not
But-
everybody, but that came out of nowhere.
The price,
Cause-
if you price a Tesla at $200, it wouldn't mean anything. But you make it unattainable, it's everything, because that shows financial stability. That shows that you got money.
Yeah, but that goes with fashion brands or alleged
Exactly.
fashion brands.
Exactly.
But that also goes with giving it down about what people think. So you putting in all your work to impress other people. We'll give it down what you try.
Black people do. We give it down
We do.
Why
But
though?
why are we so
Why?
materialistic though?
Why?
because we've been
Cause
beat
homies
down.
don't give a damn
We've
about
been- We've
shit.
been beat down for 400 years, saying we're nothing, we're poor. So when you get a chance to shine and say I'm
You
something,
giving them money. You putting all that money right
Well,
back
so-
to them.
And that's the whole reason that we still where we at, bro. Because like you just said, when you get that chance to shine,
Mhm.
but why you gotta shine?
I mean, you can shine in different ways, though. You can shine in different
Shine
ways.
with a big ass crib and a fresh car, something like that. Shine with all your kids done got through college and they doing something to make money for themselves and their family.
I think that
All this gold and watches and
well,
cars
now
and
go
rims.
back to ancient times though.
I know the
We
Egyptians.
had-
I know
we
we
had-
started from
we
you
had-
started with
we
gold.
started that.
Yeah,
We was known for
we been
gold.
flashy,
Right.
but I'm just
That's
saying.
not
But we
behavior.
had stuff.
We
though.
had
We
stuff
had
then
stuff.
to be flashy. We don't have
We
shit
had
now.
stuff.
We still have that flashes, and
But
not
we don't
behavior.
have shit else.
We don't.
What the fuck you gonna be flashy
Okay,
and
now tell me
homeless?
this. Now tell me this. If you can't get nothing else, how come you can get a car loan? But you
That's
can't?
the sign like that.
Yeah, you can get a
That's the
car
sign.
loan. You can get a house. You can get a loan for a house.
And get a business.
But you
loan.
can't get a business loan.
Yeah.
Why? Because this car loan is only going to cost you money. This house loan is only going to cost you money.
That
But
business
this
gonna make you
business
money.
can make you money.
Exactly.
This business can
Can pay for that car and
can
that
give
house.
other jobs to black people.
Exactly.
So just think about it. They will give you car. They'll give you a house because they'll give you this 30 year payments.
Because they know they're coming right back to get that bitch.
They know they're getting that money right back.
If
But
they
this
not getting it
business-
back, they're gonna come back and take the house of that car.
Right, but this business, oh damn, you might not need me no more. Oh y'all, Black Wall Street, blow it up, blow it up.
1921.
We don't own any ships. We don't own any bonds. We don't own any what's the name. So who did that?
Come on, we know who did.
Yeah.
We know who did. But that's my point. That's my point. They don't want you to not need them. They
No,
want
it's
you
not
to
that. It's not that they don't want.
They don't want segregation.
No, it's not that. These motherfuckers know if we step out, we the biggest spenders, we the biggest consumers on this planet, bro.
Right.
Point blank, period.
Right.
So if we step out and just start doing for ourselves and our people, they'll fall. They'll.
We don't need them. They
We
need
don't
us.
need-
We don't know that.
No,
It's
some
not the
do.
fact
I say
that
we, the vast majority, don't know that.
It's not the fact that we don't. We blind to it and we ignorant to it, and we don't want to be taught that. Anything you want to learn and be taught, you will learn and be. You want to learn how to cook dope? There's niggas out here cooking dope right now, still selling crack, still doing whatever they got to do to make money. So if you want to learn, if you want to be taught, you're gonna learn. You're gonna be taught.
That's true.
If you don't care and you just want to keep stay in your lane and keep doing what you're doing, then that's what you're gonna do. And that's the thing with so many of us is we don't care. We just want to stay in
Why
our
don't
own
we
lane.
care though? We don't care.
Again, like he said, we weren't taught like that.
Right.
We going by what we were
you
taught.
do whatever your parents did, whatever your parents made you, whatever your parents cared about, whatever they put into your head as a child. It's a seed. As a kid, you're based like a seed, a plant. Whatever they plant into you, that's what you're gonna grow to become. So if we don't put that into our kids, then they're not gonna aspire to be business owners. They're gonna look for the next Love and Hip Hop show. They're gonna look for the next drama. They think about boys. They think about sports. And then what do you have for tomorrow's youth entertainers? Exactly. People aspiring to look. You know how many aspiring rappers we got that ain't making no goddamn money, but they got mixtapes and mixtapes and mixtapes. Top of them. Like it's some guys that are doing something with their music, but it's some guys who just going to the studio.
Shout out to Nipsey Hussle, man. That's part of the reason why we even here, man. That's part of the reason we even here.
That's the main reason I'm here, bro.
So shout out to Nipsey.
And man. I wasn't even a fan of his music. I was a fan of what he was doing outside.
I was a fan of both, but his music and the stuff he was doing outside his music definitely inspired me in a big way. So I appreciate you, man. The marathon continues.
And I'm sad to say that it took losing him, but losing him is actually what inspired me. Like my dog said, marathon OG, the marathon continues.
All right, so now that we say that, I think we could definitely, unless we got anything else, we don't want to keep the people too long. We appreciate the time. So we almost an hour. I think they've heard us enough for now. Thing you want to add to us?
One little piece of advice. If you want to open up a business or whatever, let's try doing something more like fundraising only by blacks. Any you get a loan by government or whatever, they still own it. You still got to listen to what they say. So I would say try to get a fundraiser, get some people that you know, black people that start a GoFundMe or whatever, but just get the money from the community and then start a business like that. And instead of always ask for the government or ask for a handout.
I agree with that 100%. If we back each other,
right?
And like I said, start putting more time in each other than we be putting at the same amount of time we be putting in these churches and all this other foolishness. If we could put it into each other, our communities would be so much better. We'll be thriving.
You got to support each other.
We so blind to this church and this religion that was handed to us by some slave owners. But this we want to follow to the T.
To the T, man.
Even though the shit makes no sense at all, even though it contradicts itself, even though all my life, anytime I ever seen a woman pregnant, it was a man involved. I ain't gonna say no more though. I just hope we start supporting each other more. That's all I want to see.
I'm glad you. Hold on, before you even, I'm gonna jump right on that support. That's one thing we definitely want to do with our podcast. We trying to promote and support all things black. We know people that's doing some great things in the community and for themselves. We want to support them plus more. So if y'all know anybody that need a light shined on them, that needs some support, send us an email or hit us up on Twitter, Facebook, IG. Or even comment in the YouTube page. Let us know what company or what black-owned business needs a little light shined on, and we'll definitely shout them out, or give them some plugs or whatever. But today we got a plug today. We got the Phase 2 Barbershop, the homie Teddy and Dania. We got his address is 741 Southwest 4th Terrace, Dania Beach, Florida 33004. I mean, he do some dope cuts. Very personable, very cool dude.
That boy smooth with his hands.
I mean, he'll give you the little hot shave if need be. Yeah, there you go with this gay stuff. He give you a hot shave, give you a nice fade, give you a nice tape, whatever you need. He got the eyebrows, all that good stuff. Phase 2 Barbershop. Holla at your boy Teddy at 741 Southwest 4th Terrace, Dania Beach, Florida 33004. All right. Let me see what else we got. There's a couple things we gonna get into next week. Corey itching right now, but I don't hold it for next week, bro. I know he itching. He itching on this Toy Story stuff. What is it, Toy Story?
Yeah, it's a quick. Go ahead and hit it with it.
It's too. They attacking our children, man.
I mean, but do we know that's for certain? That's the only thing. Like, I don't want to just be putting stuff out there if it ain't for certain.
Okay, we'll
allegedly.
Okay. Go ahead, allegedly. Go ahead.
Allegedly, I just say this and I'll let this let it ponder. Disney announces that Woody
allegedly
from Toy Story 4 will be openly bisexual in Toy Story, and I just want to say, what sense of what point are they trying? Like, what point does that make if kids don't know nothing about
I mean,
sexuality?
I get it.
To put a gate.
I mean, I know this is gonna be a contradict. I get why they're doing that because of what's going on right now. I mean, they want to appeal to everybody, whether right, wrong, and different. They're trying to appeal to everybody because there are a lot. I'm just telling you, there are a lot of kids or adults that's going to see that movie that aren't heterosexual. They might be homosexual or they might be I definitely don't want to butcher this up, but LGBT, yeah, the LGBTQ plus. They trying to appeal to everybody. Now I'm saying this is a marketing thing, so I mean I'm not saying that it's right, wrong, and different, but I understand why they're doing it.
That's population control as well, because you're trying to put something in the kid's face that they might not necessarily be. They might think, oh, I guess it's normal for a guy like a guy. Oh,
but mind you, this is alleged. We don't know if this. We
alleged,
ain't see the movie yet. We don't even know
this
how
is
it's going.
crazy.
But we don't even know how it's going to be played
Like I
in the
heard
movie.
in the Power Rangers movie, it was two gay girls in there. Like
In the who movie?
Power Rangers, the new Power Rangers movie.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, like it was crazy, and I feel like they're pushing this stuff on our kids to, you know, a man can't make a baby, so and a woman can't make a baby. So I feel like it's another form of population control.
No, I got you.
I'll leave that as a main comment if you feel different. Again, we're not.
I mean, we'll probably touch on that some more with the next show, definitely.
Yeah, we definitely can jump back on that next week. We appreciate y'all riding with us today. We had, like I said, we had a couple of technical difficulties. We should have been up a little earlier, but we still trying to get everything together. We appreciate y'all. If I say holler at us on our social media. I repeat it one more time. Our Twitter @channel_podcast, Facebook Channel Black, IG the Channel Black Podcast, or hit us up on our email at the Channel Black Podcast @yahoo.com, or you can just comment on our YouTube page, the Channel Black Podcast. If you like it, you know, subscribe and tell a friend about it. If you don't like it, tell us what we need to work on, but still tell a friend about it. And we appreciate you for the little time that you spent with us today. And hopefully you liked it. And if not, like I say, we still working on it. We're gonna get better. And that's the wrap for me. All right. Keep working, be black, think black. Let's do it. The Channel Black Podcast.